I'm back! Welcome back to Black Magic Beauty. My name is Trish and I am finally on vacation, which means it is time to update my empties for April before it's June. So I gotta say, this month was not the best. Just as a reminder, in March, I ended my month with a makeup bank of -1, a skincare bank of 14.5, and a body care bank of 13.8. So had some stuff come in, had some stuff go out. I also got a couple of freebies, so I'm gonna start with my empties first. I only had 2 makeup empties for the month of April. I finished one of my Urban Decay all-nighter setting sprays. This is the only setting spray I use anymore. So I currently have 2 more as a backup that I purchased in a holiday set. And I also finished my Idol Lancome mini mascara. So those 2 together gives me 3 points in my makeup bank because this is 1 point and this is 2. But because I was -1 last month, it gives me a grand total of 2 points in my makeup bank for April, not including purchases. And I'll go over purchases later. For body care last month, I started out with 13.8 points and I did finish up a couple of items this month. Now, I did talk about this one in my last update for Project A to Z. This one I finished up pretty early in the month, so if you watched that video, you already saw this was empty. But this was my Jergens body lotion in that project. This has been empty since the very beginning of April. So this got me 2 points in my bank. My next item is my Exfoliate Turkish Body Scrub. This was the scrub that I was trying to finish off before I started working on the clarifying body scrub in my Project A to Z project. This one is finally done, which means I'll be able to move on to my clarifying body scrub. So this got me another 2 points. I also finished up my sample of my Rosemary Mint Aveda lotion. So this one gave me another point in my bank. And finally, I also finished up my Perfect by Marc Jacobs perfume sample. Now, the way I'm doing my perfume samples is every sample I finish is 0.2 points, so I have to finish up 5 of them to get a full point. So that's 5.2 points that I was able to add into my bank this month from items that I finished. I also decluttered 1 item, so my Gourmand Orange Blossom perfume that I was really excited to get a couple of months ago from my friend Shelby. It was supposed to be a dupe for the Lancome La Vie Est Belle, I believe, and the notes when I read them, on paper, they sounded like something that I would really like, but as soon as I received the perfume and I started wearing it on me, it just didn't mesh very well with my body chemistry and it felt very like old lady floral. So I wasn't really wearing it a whole ton. And then my friend Jordan came over and was like, you know what? I think my sister Dylan would actually love this. Do you mind if I give it to her? And I said, yeah, go for it. So because of that, I decluttered that perfume, which added an additional point into my body care bank. And because I used up 5.2 for my body care and I had 13.8 last month, I rounded up to 14 for the final 0.2 points that I had, added an additional 5 for the empties, that's 19, and then 1 point for the declutter. That gives me 20 points of body care points for the month of April, which sounds like it would be really good, but that was before purchases, and I will get to that shortly. Now, my skincare bank is the one that is doing the best right now. For the month of April, I finished up my Vacation SPF 50 sunscreen. I don't think I'd purchase this again. This is a good body sunscreen, but daily I tend to wear sunscreen on my face and like chest and neck area, and this was just too greasy for me. It made me break out pretty badly. So I like to use one that I can wear on both my face and body without an issue, because having multiple different sunscreens lying around is kind of a pain. But anyway, this is finished, so that's an extra 2 points for me. I finished up 2 samples. I have my Strivectin Tightening Neck Cream sample. This one I only gave myself 0.5 points for just because it's so small. And then my Acure Whipped Night Cream. This one I gave myself 1 point for. I talked about this as well in my Project A to Z last month, but my Fresh Eyes was finished in April. This was a makeup remover. I finished up one of my lip balms, the Ultralex Peppermint, which I love. And then I also finished up my AOA Lash Serum. This I don't think did anything. I was using this pretty consistently for a couple of months, and I saw absolutely no improvement in my lashes until I started using a different lash serum, so I wouldn't buy this again. I also finished up my Clinique Take the Day Off Balm. This was just a balm cleanser for taking your makeup off. And this was a sample, so this allowed me 1 point. I did really like this. I don't know if I would purchase it again just because of the price point, but I did really enjoy it while I was using it. Finally, I finished up my Correcting at Home Peel. This was a package of 50 pieces of just little multi-acid peel pads. I tended to use these twice a week. So it definitely took me some time to get through it, but this is gone as well. So totals for this month are going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12.5 for skincare totals. And because last month I had 14.5, I rounded up the 0.5 to 15 points, added the additional 12 on top of that, and I now have 29 points in my skincare. So skincare is actually doing awesome, and I don't really have anything on my to purchase list at the moment. The next thing I'm planning on purchasing is a day cream, and we have one at work that I really want to try out by Comfort Zone, but I think it's going to be a ways until I need to do that because I still have a ton of the Peter Thomas Roth currently, so I don't think I'm going to be purchasing anything skincare wise for at least 2 months. So now we are at the what came in section. I'm going to start with what came in for free, and then I'm going to get to purchases. I had a couple of items come in through Influencer this month. So I had the COSRX 6-peptide skin booster serum. So far I've been really liking this. I've only used a little bit of it so far. A little bit seems to go quite a long way with this because I've been using it pretty consistently for about 2 weeks and I'm only down like that much. But I got that for free through Influencer, so I did not take away any points for that. I also got a new nail polish through work. This is the EMPTIES Black Chutney Cherry. They used this on me for a pedicure, I think it was a few months ago now, and I loved it. It's like this super, super deep kind of chocolatey burgundy color. It was really pretty. And when they have nail polishes that are starting to get kind of old or out of season, a lot of times we'll throw them on the break room table so that you can take them home and use them for like personal use when they get like the new fresher polishes in, because if it gets like goopy, they're not going to want to use it on clients, but I can just take it home and put a little bit of nail polish thinner in it and it's not a big issue. They had a bunch of them on the table, but this was the only one that looked interesting to me because I had used it before. So I decided to take this home. I got a couple of other items through Influencer. So I got the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer Stick. Now this is just like a little stick of primer. I do really like how it comes with an additional cap for the inside. So it caps off that and then you cap it again. And because of that, it kind of stops it from drying out, which is really cool. But yeah, it's just like a blurring primer in a stick form. I do like the primer, but it doesn't go very well with the foundation I'm using right now. So I have to figure out how to make this work a little bit better for me, but it is really nice over top of makeup to kind of smooth everything out. I got that for free through Influencer, so that did not cost any points. I also got a Wet n Wild lip liner through Influencer for free, which is a very pretty little pinky nude color, so I'm very happy about this. And finally, I got the Kylie Cosmetics Wisp Lash through Influencer, and I have been really, really liking this. This is like a really natural mascara. Currently, I am using this one as well as the Maybelline Falsies mascara. I'm using the Falsies mascara right now. I do like the Falsies mascara, like it makes my lashes look fantastic, but I have a couple of gripes with it where when I put it on, it's really easy to overdo, so it can kind of make my lashes look clumpy sometimes. It also dries very, very hard, so my lashes feel like crispy when I'm wearing it, which is just like a weird sensation to me, and it's also very difficult to get off. So even though I like the way my lashes look when I'm wearing it, a lot of times the actual wear process isn't particularly enjoyable for me, which is why I'm really glad that I got this, because I've never used anything from Kylie Cosmetics, and to be honest, I never really had much of an interest, but when they sent this to me through Influencer, I was like, yeah, you know, I'll try it. It's actually great. It like lengthens your lashes really, really beautifully, but it doesn't feel heavy. Your lashes still feel like flexible. So like if you rub your eyes by mistake, it's not going to be like yanking your lashes out because your lashes are like plastic. It feels and it looks very natural while still being very lengthening, and it's also easy to take off. So at the end of the day, I'm not like scrubbing the hell out of my face to try to get my mascara off. And because of that, I'm very happy that I have this. I might actually buy this again, but for now, I got this for free through Influencer. So that's everything that came in for free outside of my low buy. So now we're gonna get to why it was not a good month overall. It's because of purchases. I am going to start with the purchase that I am the most disappointed about. Not because I don't like it, but just because I did not need to buy this. My makeup bank, as you know, was only 2. I went negative in March because I bought all those eyeshadows, and I was like, you know what? It's my birthday month. I've been doing really well on my low buy. I'm fine with going negative like a couple of points for now. It was just as long as I like build up my bank in the future. This one I don't feel that way about. This one I feel like I should have just not bought it. It's the Fruit Lighter by Clionadh. So they re-released their Dragon Fruit line, and I was very excited about it, but also like, no, I can't buy anything. I wanted the entire Dragon Fruit line so badly when it came out. And I did buy a couple of singles in March when I did that little miniature haul for Clionadh, which I'm still very pleased with. So when I saw that they were re-releasing the Dragon Fruit line, I'm like, oh, I want something so bad. But I'm like, but I don't really need any of it. You know, definitely don't need the whole palette. I know that I probably wouldn't use most of it. I already have a couple of the singles in my collection, and it would be like a major hit to my low buy. But I wanted to get at least something, so I decided on the Fruit Lighter in Tropico. And don't get me wrong, it is a beautiful highlighter. It's like a goldy pinky shift. And I'm not upset about the product itself. It's not that I got it and I'm disappointed in the product and I wish I didn't spend my money on it, because it is gorgeous. It really is. It's like this beautiful tropical feeling pinky gold highlight. The reason I'm upset about it is just the fact that I didn't need it. Like, I didn't need another highlighter, and though it is really pretty, I shouldn't have bought it. I'm on a low buy right now, and like there's no reason I should be going negative 2 months in a row for makeup that I don't need. Like the first time I gave myself a pass on. This time I'm kind of like, why did I do that? You know what I mean? So I expect to be back in the positive very shortly. Like, I don't think it's going to take me very long to bring my balance back up, because I had 2 points This cost me 4. It was the only makeup item I bought this month, so I'm now -2. But my rules are that if I don't have points in my bank, I should not be buying makeup. So even though I wanted this and I do like it, I shouldn't have bought it. So I'm just putting that out there. Like, I am not super happy that I kind of caved on that purchase. But you know, anybody who bought this, you know, it is beautiful. I'm not knocking it as a product. It's a gorgeous product. It absolutely is. Just for me personally, it shouldn't have been something that I spent my money on. So my ending balance for makeup this month is -2. And if I am not in the positive for the month of May, you guys can feel free to send me hate mail. Skincare, no purchases came in. So my skincare bank is staying at 29. Body care, I also didn't have the best month in. I did not go negative, but I had 20 points and I spent all 20 points. So here's what I got. I placed one order through Dossier, the perfume company that I really like, and I got these items. So they have a new genderless originals perfume called Oud Rose on Fire. This is a really, really interesting scent. It smells very much like fire. You know what? I would say that it actually reminds me a little bit more of burning incense than it does campfire. But yeah, like imagine incense and like cedar wood burning in like a little incense container with rose petals. This is what that smells like. And it's kind of heavy, but I like it. It is a beautiful, like kind of date night perfume. Very unique, but this was my first purchase. Oud Rose on Fire. My next purchase was Woody Sage by Dossier. Now, this is a dupe product. So this is from their Impressions line where they basically dupe high-end perfumes. Now, this is one that is supposed to be based on the Jo Malone. I believe it's Sea Salt and Sage. You guys probably know what I'm talking about, but I did actually have a sample of the Jo Malone version of this, and when I wore it, I was like, oh my God, this is so nice. It's very fresh, but also very herbally. So I purchased this. Next is something that's been on my wish list for a couple of months now. So this is the Fruity Neroli perfume by Dossier. This is also from their Impressions line. This one is supposed to dupe the Giorgio Armani My Way, which I absolutely fell in love with when I had a sample. Like, it's very fruity and very sweet, and it has this like light kind of strawberry scent to it, and it just smelled absolutely incredible on me when I was using the sample of it. So I got the dupe version from Dossier. I also got the Woody Chestnut from their Impressions line. So this is supposed to dupe the By the Fireplace perfume, and it really does smell like a fireplace. It's like nutty, but also kind of smoky. It is beautiful. We're kind of out of season for this one, but it is one that I really wanted, and I think once the fall comes, I'm gonna really enjoy wearing this. And then finally, I purchased a blind buy item, one that I've never smelled the original for, and this is Ambery Cedarwood by Dossier. Now, this is supposed to dupe Mugler's Alien, which I've heard is a very polarizing scent. I'm glad I got it because I love it. It smells fantastic. It's really hard to describe. It just smells very like expensive and tasteful. I like this. I like this a lot. I'm glad that I blind bought this one. But overall, that is 5 perfumes from Dossier. I had 20 points. Each perfume is 4 points. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So I'm now down to 0 points in my body care low buy. Again, didn't go negative, but I might have overdid it a little bit. I love all of these perfumes, but I think I'm gonna have to put a cap on buying any other perfumes for the rest of the year. this is 5 that I just added, and I already had, I think like 7 or 8. Let's see, I have Tom Ford's Oud Wood, I have Tom Ford's Ombre Leather, I have the Sunflower Pot perfume by Floral Street, I have my caramelized lavender and hazelnut perfume from the Dossier Originals collection. I have the Ambery Cherry perfume, which is basically Tom Ford's Lost Cherry by the Dossier Impressions collection. I also have Fruity Marshmallow by the Dossier Impressions collection, which is the dupe for Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy. I also have the Sol de Janeiro Cheriosa 71. And I think that's it, but that's 7 that I currently have. I have a whole bunch of samples, and then I have these 5. So I definitely don't need any other perfumes for a while. So ultimately, I am ending the month with -2 points in my makeup bank, 0 points in my body care bank, and 29 points in my skincare bank. And the only other things that came in, no hair products came in, and then I ended up purchasing another 2 nail polishes when I purchased the Fruit Lighter from Cleona. So I've been getting back into nail polish quite a bit lately. I found a trick. So I think part of the reason that nail polish doesn't last on my nails, I realized, is because my nails are so brittle and thin, they will literally bend in half, which I think I've shown you guys before. But I think part of the issue with the reason why nail polish doesn't last on me is my nails are constantly bending. So it's like cracking the nail polish and then it's chipping it off. And I read a tip somewhere saying that like less coats is more if you have bendy nails like that. So I've been kind of trying that out, and so far it seems to be helping a little bit. But either way, I'm getting much more into painting my nails, and I ended up purchasing 2 more nail polishes when I got the Fruit Lighter. So these are both from Cleona. This one is the shade Pastel Yellow, like question mark. And it's like, it's a really interesting combination of like a purpley blue and like almost like a greeny yellow gold. It's very strange, but I like it a lot. And the other one, what is this called? 10 Drops. These are both from their Chaos collection, and this is basically just like a bright Barbie pink with a bunch of like little multicolored flakies in it. They're both really cute, and they came with really cute packaging. It's from the Chaos collection, so it's just like a bunch of random nonsense on the container, but I thought it was really cute. I also brought in a couple of other nail items. So in an attempt to get nail polish to last on my nails, I actually bought myself an acrylic kit. Now, I was kind of thinking that if I start like putting an acrylic overlay over top of my natural nails, my nails will be stronger, not my actual nails. I know it'll probably make my natural nails weaker in the long run, but they're so weak to begin with that like, honestly, that doesn't even matter to me. I'm just gonna do what I can. But I was thinking if I put an acrylic overlay over top of it, then it'll temporarily, the nail base that I'm putting nail polish on thicker and stronger, and therefore the nail polish will last. It's a bit of a learning curve. I've never used acrylic nails before, but I think once I get the hang of applying them, this will be a big help to me. So I bought the kit. It basically comes with some application brushes. It comes with like the bonding glue, a gel top coat. It also came with like some nail glue and some extra charms, which I thought was really cute. And it also came with the acrylic powders and liquid. So this will be kind of fun to use. I also purchased a little UV lamp to cure both the gel nail polish and like help cure my actual like color nail polish when I'm using it. I also got this little like electric drill and tips for cuticle work, as well as kind of gently sanding my nails down for the acrylics. So a whole bunch of like acrylic nail stuff which I'm very excited to try out. But again, I'm not on a low buy for nails, even with these 2 additions and the kit. Like, my nail collection is still honestly not very large. I believe I have right around 10 color nail polishes, and then I've got a couple of like top coats and base coats, which is, as long as I'm painting my nails, I think that's a pretty reasonable amount. But yeah, that is it for my empties and my low buy this month. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'm so sorry about this super long hiatus. As you know, I've mentioned a couple of times, life has been absolute pure nonsense chaos for me recently, but finally on vacation as of today. I'm gonna sit down and film a couple of videos. Just right now before I get packing, I'm gonna pack up, and then I'm off to North Carolina for a couple of days to visit my brother, hang out by the lake. It's gonna be a great time. So I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye-bye.